I've been to a lot of breakaways, but this year Breakaway impacted me a lot more than previous breakaways had.
I feel like this whole school year I've been trying really hard to impress the people that I'm around. Throughout football season, the guys that I've been around, they're not necessarily Christians, so when we would go out I would try to fit in with them. And
I've always been the type of person who has struggled with my faith. And Pastor Trev really spoke to me because he told me that I needed to fight.
Pastor Trev just said that we carry a lot of unnecessary baggage in our life, and even though sometimes it might not be sin, that it's just keeping us from God, and God wants certain things in our lives. And
there are things that some of us here in this room are carrying around. They're not wrong, but God's calling you to lay it down. Some of us here need to get rid of unnecessary things because unnecessary things are robbing you of joy in the journey and effectiveness, and it's keeping you from what God wants you to do. But some of us need to abandon sin because it will keep you from God Himself. It'll keep you from what God has.
I came home and I got rid of a bunch of baggage and a bunch of things that I needed to get rid of. And
so as soon as I got home, I got rid of all my social media and my smartphone, and it's just so amazing that I can worship God and not have all these distractions in my life anymore.
I experienced God in a way that I've never experienced before. I was bullied in 6th grade. It was
I felt really broken and really lost. I wasn't going nowhere. You know, my dad was doing drugs, and every day was a fight with my mom and dad. I just wasn't living a good life. And when I came here, everything changed. Like I felt some like weight off my shoulders. Like my life felt different. Now it's better. I'm in the darkness. I was in darkness, but now I'm in the light.
Whether you like it or not, a fight's coming your way. Anytime you make progress with God, something else is at work that doesn't like it and wants to destroy you. Fight to win. Some of you guys have a defeat cycle because you will come to God and say, hey, Lord, will you help me with this problem? And He helps you and He forgives you. And you walk right back into the same scenario that got you there in the first place. And you wonder why you're losing fights. There's going to be a moment when you get home where you got to pick a fight.
Just knowing that no matter the things that I've gone through, the backstabbing, the bullying, losing my father, that no matter what, God has still been there for me all the time. Eventually during worship, just fell down on my knees and really started crying and praying and thanking God for being there for me constantly.
God really told me to lay down my anxieties, lay down the voices that are inside my head telling me that I'm not this or I can't do that, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not smart enough.
Just stop living your life as you want to, and then just putting me in it and just follow my command for your life.
When we talked in our small groups, I opened up and shared about my insecurities to my small group, and I felt a weight off my shoulder from that, and the whole time I sat there, I could hear God, and I've never heard God in my life before till now, and it was amazing.
Just being around people that honestly love to worship and was just awesome, knowing that they were your true family, your true friends.
I decided that I wasn't going to let this blanket cover me anymore, and that I was going to fight for what I believe in and fight for my happiness.
I've never really been that connected, and my dad was never really around, and I always felt that God was there to be like a dad for me, you know, so when no one else was there, so it's really cool.
It just made me realize that God has always been there for me. It made me open my eyes to see that He's always been there my whole entire life, and I never seen it.
He's just, he really spoke to me, and he spoke in my heart, and I feel like I should tell people more about Christ and His love for us.
I want people to be able to look at me in the hallway and see something different from the kid that I was before and after Breakaway.
1, 2, 3, 4. Somebody left the gate open. You know we got lost on the way. Come save us, some runaway train gone insane. How do we not fade? How do we not fade away? How do we not into the world? How we living into the world? How we living.
This work that God's doing is about Him creating something in you, and it's valuable and it's good and it matters, it counts.